how you want to progress in your career. If we talk like specifically in terms of professional things that happen at a company level, you basically start off with a business analyst. Then after 2 to 3 years, depending on your performance, you get promoted to senior business analyst. Then you have lead business analyst. Again, there's a gap of 2 to 3 years. Then you kind of become manager, then senior manager, director, and like things go on. Basically, it's different for a different company. The hierarchy structure can vary, but it's your choice and it's your performance actually that defines your career. For me, though I started with a business analyst, I had some exposure of data science in OYO. Then I decided that that is not something that I want to go in, because a lot of companies may say that it's a business analyst profile, that it might have hidden requirements inside it. Business analyst is not properly defined across organizations. It could mean something else for somebody else. So I started as a business analyst, but then which had a part of data science included in it. But then when I joined Supr Daily, I was like, no, I don't want to go into data science. I want to go here. And from here onwards, I'm exploring different horizons. I'm not just limiting myself to analytics profile, because I think analytics profile is a very diverse profile. You can get into data engineering, you can get into machine learning or data scientist profiles, you can get into product profiles. So a lot of opportunities are there. So currently at Supr Daily, I kind of handle 3 profiles because I'm just curious about them. If this is part of something that is done by an analytics person, then I want to learn it all. So I work as a business analyst, I work as a product analytics person, and as well as I have some details gathering process going on from the data engineering side. So I think it totally depends on you and your performance, how your career will be progressing throughout your journey. But yeah, definitely you should keep on exploring how things are working inside a firm. So when you start as a BA, you basically do all the basic stuff. You figure out how data is formed, you figure out how the table structure, everything is. You do analysis and all that stuff. But as you start progressing in your career, you get more importance. I would say you would get more important projects as you keep on progressing. Till the time you are at a stage of lead analyst. So a level of projects keep on increasing. Maybe as you join as a BA, you might get projects that are easy for you to do at that time. Then as you progress, the stakeholders realize stakeholders are basically people who are giving you work. Basically, they are people whom you're working with, and they will talk to you out like how this particular problem can be solved or what is the issue. The other people who might identify a problem statement and get back to you, something like that. So as you start progressing, the level of your work also increases. Still, I think lead analyst. But after that, once you go into managerial positions, it's mostly around managing your team members, getting things to automate. You start working towards automating a lot of stuff within team. So while you are progressing, you kind of think that few things are we are doing manually. We as you start acquiring the knowledge, you kind of get into automating stuff. You kind of get into making better versions of what you've done in past. And in managerial position, it's mostly about connecting with the different stakeholders, managing the people within your team. So making their life easier. How introduction of new tools or new services or maybe new processes that can help your team develop faster and give effective results. That's how it progresses towards your career journey.
And when you progress in your career, there are multiple points where you realize that some processes which are done manually needs to be automated, and that is when you engage with a lot of different teams, because when automation happens for any process as such, like right now, if I give a very basic example is like this pen. If I want to make this pen, and if I'm only working on making the refill, I still need to understand how the cap adjusts with the refill and the body and the bottom. So basically you need to have a holistic understanding, not like in depth, but you need to understand how the functionality of the pen is what you're trying to achieve, even though you just work on making the refill.